was discovered that apparently 4 out of 5 dentists weren't precisely certain of the question being asked.
Hi,
Members
I'm
of the
Patrick
American
Elbender,
Dental
children's attorney at
Association
law.
were asked to
Do the other kids hate you? Do they pick you last in gym? Do they call you fatty, hamburger patty? Let's be honest, kids can be cruel. But thanks to new legal loopholes, you don't have to take it anymore. Just listen to one of my clients.
Yeah, do you want to trade her bologna for my tuna? So I suit her good.
I'll help you stand up for your rights with teachers, too.
Mrs. Green was always calling on me in class, and I took her to court, and she was crying, and now she doesn't come to school anymore.
Call me, Patrick Elbender, at 555-KIDS for a free estimate. That's 555-KIDS. Remember, even though you can't spell litigious, you can still take the law into your own grubby little hands.
Researchers will be revealing the true source of procrastination later this week. Perhaps.
All right, we have one contestant. I repeat, one contestant.
I'm looking for a wise.
Okay, get ready on set.
Well, Player One, it seems like you neglected to enter your monocle. Let's call you Jack. And soon we'll find out if you know yourself.
10 seconds.
Happy trials.
Test vibration.
God may be dead, but heaven
6,
is a place called...
5,
Let's go to black.
3.
In order for some rides to work, you must consciously think that you are riding them.
Hey, Cookie here, and I'm here to say everybody poops, except for me. I'm a celebrity. You know what I love more than anything? Wasting all these great questions on a single player. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by
Mr. Cow's Presidential Grilled Cheese Sandwiches. These sandwiches were elected by the people to serve your taste buds.
All right, here goes nothing. Kicking things off, playing doctor with Snow White. If Disney's Doc were actually a practicing doc, and not some oddly harmonious diamond miner, which of the following dwarfs would he most likely diagnose with aphasia? Bashful, grumpy, dopey, or sneezy? Bashful is just an introvert, whereas you are an extra stupid vert. Smart people choose this. Aphasia refers to the inability to speak, usually due to a disease or injury of the brain. The dwarf Dopey is the only one of the 7 who never utters a word. He needs one of those Stephen Hawking machines.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go.
Next, Scooper Duper. You know, if there were a way I could get the latest scoop on Brangelina directly inserted into my veins through some sort of celebrity news IV, I'd do it. I would do it. Call me crazy, but I'd do it. If I decide to fashion a Big Dipper of Star magazines in order to get the biggest celebrity scoop possible, get it? Big Dipper? Scoop? Okay. How many Star magazines will I need to best approximate the real Big Dipper? 6-star magazines, 7-star magazines, 8-star magazines, or 9-star magazines? You're a star. Oops, sorry, you're not. One right answer coming up. The Big Dipper constellation is made up of 7 stars, so I'd need 7-star magazines to create my celebrity news scooper. I could also spread all 7 magazines out on the floor for my cats. Maybe the bright colors of Kim Kardashian will attract them and give them a new place to poop other than my carpet. Take a stab at Dollhouse of Horror, and it's a dis or dop! I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one, tell me if it's the name of an American Girl doll or one of Charles Manson's murderous Manson girls. If it's an American Girl, press the square button. If it's a Manson girl, press your circle button. Get one right and you'll have a precious $300. Get one wrong and 300 big ones will be slashed away. And you've only got 30 seconds. Be safe. Cool, let's do it. Felicity Merriman, Susan Atkins, Lainey Holland, Patricia Krenwinkel, Chick Kittredge, Addie Walker, Leslie Van Houten. Okay, pretty good job. You can come to the doll tea party, but you haven't quite earned the right to eat real food or drink real liquid from the cups. You know, if Charles Manson had ever had the opportunity to hold an American Girl doll, I'm pretty sure he would have turned out a lot different. Coming up, I have a complex about complexes. Suppose Stewie Griffin develops an Oedipus complex and acts it out on an episode of Family Guy. What would happen? Stewie would kill Lois and eat her. Stewie would sacrifice Brian to please Zeus. Stewie would kill Peter and marry Lois. Or Stewie would fly towards the sun wearing wax wings. Oedipus unknowingly killed his father and married his mother. Freud later used that story to talk about boys competing with their fathers for maternal attention. Oh man, then Chris would say something dumb, and then Meg would say something depressing, and that talking dog would talk and drink a martini. Yeah, that'd be a great episode.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
Buck her up for. Better ungulate than never. Using their two-letter abbreviations, which combination of states spells the name of a South American llama-like mammal? Alabama, Pennsylvania, California, California, Maine, Louisiana, Virginia, Georgia, New York, or Georgia, Massachusetts, Illinois? The abbreviations for these three states spell alpaca, which is an animal similar to a llama. And like alpacas, people from Alabama, Pennsylvania, and California spit, don't like being grabbed, and make a wark noise when they're excited. That's all we got for round one. And surprisingly, you're doing pretty well. Remember, in round two, every question is worth double. And don't forget, the wrong answer of the game is still out there waiting for you. Okay then, here we go. Up next, Antonio Banderas' sexy sauce-making machine. Suppose Zorro wants to make some orzo using his sword. Which TV infomercial product could help make the proper ingredients for Zorro's orzo? Jack LaLanne's Power Juicer, the Breadman bread machine, the Ronco automatic pasta maker, or the George Foreman grill? Now pay attention. Orzo is a rice-shaped pasta. So he could make some pasta, then slice it into tiny bits of orzo with his sword. I don't know, though. Last time I let Zorro cook for me, I pulled out a giant curly Z from my paella. You just got grilled. And when I say grilled, I mean grilled. Like this Abraham Lincoln grilled cheese sandwich from Mr. Cow's Presidential Grilled Cheese Sandwiches. Mr. Cow's, all your cheese sandwich needs in one online location. This wrong answer of the game nets you a handsome $8,000. Yeah, you're welcome.
Question 7!
And on its way, Panda's role-playing on the internet.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question!
Get your head in the game, because I'm going to add an extra $1,000 for a correct answer here. Place these things in chronological order of when they were first established. World Wildlife Fund, World of Warcraft, World Wide Web, Walt Disney World. WWF, WDW, WWW, WOW, WDW, WWF, WWW, WOW, WWF, WWW, WDW, WOW, or WWF, WDW, WOW, WWW. Here's another one for you. WWJD. What would Jesus do? Not pick this answer. It's so obvious. The World Wildlife Fund was founded in 1961, Walt Disney World opened in 1971, the World Wide Web started in 1991, and World of Warcraft came along in 2004. This answer would also be true if the WWF stood for World Wrestling Federation, because that started in 1952, just a few years after the aliens landed at Roswell. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Looking chickens picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
How about Mother Nature got back? Suppose Sir Mix-a-Lot attempts a comeback by writing a song for the Utah Tourism Board called I Like Big Buttes. Which lyric would be inaccurate? I like 'em firm and gradually growing, and I'm down to get the erosion on. I want 'em real steep with a flat top, or shake that healthy isolated butte. Hello? Your head is in your butt. I cannot lie. Oh, honestly. Buttes are steep hills with flat tops that are shaped by erosion, but they develop abruptly, not gradually. I'll never forget the day he got knighted and officially became Sir Mix-a-Lot, and he called the Queen of England her thickness.
Rolling through the park with the sarsaparilla. For me,
And now, my Jedi is smarter than your Jedi. Suppose Albert Einstein had been in charge of teaching Luke Skywalker. Which of these quotes would not be based on one of the 4 fundamental forces of nature? May the quantum force be with you. Use the gravitational force, Luke. The electromagnetic force is strong with this one, or the strong nuclear force will be with you always. Apparently you've never heard of giving it that old college try. This would have been a nice choice. Quantum's a big fancy word, yes, but quantum force is not one of the 4 fundamental forces of nature. Those are gravity, electromagnetism, the strong nuclear force, and the weak nuclear force. And as we speak, physicists around the globe are still working hard to pinpoint exactly what George Lucas was on when he came up with Jar Jar Binks.
Hold me, never let me go. And my dreaming questions.
Here's a good one. Bridging the language gap. Suppose New York bought the Brooklyn Bridge from an IKEA store. Based on how it was assembled, what would the product name most likely be? The Archflugen, the Suspension Stad, the Beamerid, or the Truss Clippin'? You are as lost as a patron of an IKEA store. Why didn't you pick this? The Brooklyn Bridge is a suspension bridge. And we know that the bridge wasn't constructed from an IKEA set. There weren't any inexplicable rivets left over. Step right up to the Jack Attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press the X button. $4,000 for a right answer, but say goodbye to $4,000 if you're wrong. And of course, remember the clue. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. That thing shouldn't be flying. Now if you'll excuse me, my flying pig is waiting. Good luck. That's all she wrote! You know, that performance really inspired me. To quote Bette Midler from her classic song, I can fly higher than an eagle. 'Cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Fly, fly, fly high against the sky. So high, I almost touched the sky. Thank you, thank God for you, the wind beneath my wings.
You don't know Jack!
Good job, everyone. Donnie, what are we doing? Hey, are you eager to play another round?
Next time on the Laugh Factory Radio Stand-Up Special, it's visual comedian Rich Coolidge.
You ever walk into a restaurant and the waiter looks at you like this? And you go like this? I told my mom I was single, and she handed me this. Look at it! If I ever own a poster shop, this is what I'm going to sell. Hoochie Mama!
That's next time on the Laugh Factory Radio Stand-Up Special.
Extremely secretive and expensive government research suggests that cats like gum. More on that tonight.
Next week on a new episode of Old People Exceeding Expectations.
Mr. Tillman, do you need a hand getting to the bathroom?
Oh, leave me some shred of dignity. I can use the toilet without your help. You don't need to hold my hand.
Oh, okay, great. Scream if you get trapped in there.
Yeah.
That's next week on Old People Exceeding Expectations.
Ugh, I hate these braces. My stupid mom made me get them.
Yeah, braces suck.
Braces and mom suck. Ooh, Tyler just texted me.
Tyler's a douche.
This exchange has been brought to you by the Council for Overheard Tween Conversations.
Morning, Ted. Oh, you look horrible. Rough night last night?
You bet. It was Carol's and my anniversary, and we didn't get any sleep.
Sounds great.
You'd think, but I don't know. Nighttime's just not the same as it used to be.
Sounds like you need some nighttime putty.
Nighttime whaty?
Nighttime putty. It's just like regular putty, but for nighttime.
Huh, how's it work?
Here, I'll show you. See, because nighttime putty's made from a water-soluble, stain-proof plasticine polymer, I can mold it around this area here, or even back here, and up over this, for a fit that goes on smooth and stays secure all night long.
I see. Whoa, what's that part for?
I thought you'd ask about that. Look, if I bend this back here and open this flap, ta-da!
Oh my gosh, how'd that get in there?
Beats me.
Wow, Dan, you sure know a lot about nighttime putty.
Hey, my late night buddy is nighttime putty.
Oh, Dan. And now a message from the law offices of Edgar J. Penrod.
I'm attorney Edgar J. Penrod. Have you recently been in an auto accident? Have you suffered major injuries? If you answered yes to both of these questions, then chances are you're the person I hit with my car last week. So call the law offices of Edgar J. Penrod today. Because hey, nobody wants to go to court, right?
The law offices of Edgar J. Penrod. Sorry, our bad.
This traffic is terrible. I wish there was some way to escape.
Now there is.
Where did you come from?
You can escape reality altogether.
Sounds nice, but how?
Easy. Start interpreting all the road signs as if they're secret messages to you, or just obsess over the number 5.
Wow, there are a lot of number 5s on these license plates. What could that mean?
See that old lady over there in the blue Honda? Get out of your car and start yelling at her.
Why? She looks so sweet.
I don't know. Maybe she's a demon.
And she's probably trying to stop me from getting my messages to the president.
Now you're getting it.
Thanks, magical pixie.
I'm not even here. That's how good you're doing.
Insanity.
Service is what creates customer loyalty, and we're willing to stand on our heads to keep you coming back. In fact, we'll stand on our heads, then do cartwheels.